The Celtics earlier, coming down the tunnel. They're not messing around. They're ready to get to work here at home. Season's greetings and Merry Christmas to everyone joining us here at 2K Sports. It's time for a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. Let's see the stat sheet here for Jason Tatum.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. Maxey and Oubre pair up at the 1 and the 2. Then there's Paul George. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Yabusele in at the 4. And for Boston, Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Brown in at the 3 slot. Well, Grant, there's a lot to love about Christmas Day, not the least of which are the great NBA matchups we always get.
Oh, B.A., we've seen some Christmas classics over the years, haven't we? Something about playing on this holiday brings out the best in players and teams.
Outside Tatum. And coach, a perennial all-defense performer, Drew Holiday, fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis.
And the first one at the line is good. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Holiday hits them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Maxey against Holiday. They set the screen. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Embiid. Oh, what a play! It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Out on his own on the break. And the shot goes in.
I'll tell you, with those long strides, Tatum gets up court in a hurry.
Pass to Maxey. Back to George. Now Embiid, defended by Porzingis. From the left block. And too long on the shot. Tatum with it. Looking at his scoring efficiency, he's averaging around 29 a game. On target from range. Tatum's got 5 points.
And Tatum takes a lot of threes. And you see why, given he has this kind of accuracy.
Pass to Embiid. Over Porzingis. Embiid, good.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Outside Holiday. Oubre against Tatum. Porzingis sets a screen. And it's blocked by Embiid.
You have to be aware of Embiid at all times. He's an outstanding shot blocker.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Just 5 on the clock. Brown passes to Porzingis. And it's Tatum missing. For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good.
You're not going to find many better two-way players than George. He gets after it at both ends every night.
Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. The biggest focus on the defensive end, the big man, Joel Embiid. Coach telling me that they've talked a lot about how to defend Embiid. They have a great film session on it, but at the end of the day, he said Joel is a monster down low, so there's only so much you can do. It'll be fun watching the process do his thing tonight, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that.
I think Holiday knew there'd be some contact here, so he was ready to outwork.
And quickly, the 2K leaderboard, showing the teams blocking the most shots over the last month. The fourth spot held by the Celtics.
These guys have been so impressive down low on the defensive end, denying shots left and right over the past month.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. George feels it out a bit. 4-3, gets the three to fall. George has got 5 now.
And great range is a big part of why George is a high-level scorer.
Porzingis in the post. Embiid covers. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Joel Embiid. Stan, we've seen a resurgence for Kristaps Porzingis over the last few seasons. What changed?
Well, Brian, he really dug down into the numbers, identifying his best shot profile and really focusing on that. It's helped his efficiency.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
Yeah, and when healthy, Porzingis is still a very effective player and an important part to his team's success.
No good on the second free throw. 76ers trail by 3. Martin, the pass to Martin. To the left side wing. And here is Maxey. Six on the shot clock. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Yeah, it's not easy to keep a shot out of Porzingis' reach. He has such long arms.
Brown passes to Hauser. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Maxey surveys. Pass to Martin. Boston with a rebound.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Here's Hauser. He's guarded by Martin. Horford outside. And here's Brown for 3. Drummond grabs the miss. To the middle. Horford with a steal. Here's Hauser. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Hauser's got his second bucket of the night. And so it's the Boston Celtics up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And welcome back, one and all, for more NBA Christmas Day action. All right, guys, what do you think about the Celtics here in this one?
I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
And Stan, they always say, for a player, confidence is such a big part of it. How can a coach instill that in a player?
Well, as your coach, I think your job is to create a system that the players believe in and they believe they can have success in. The rest of it has to come from inside of the players. They have to believe in themselves.
Taking a look at Philadelphia. Kyle Lowry out there with Eric Gordon. Then there's Kenyon Martin. Then there's Caleb Martin. And it's Embiid in at the center position. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring, but he said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Ali. Now here's Lowry. He's scoreless. And he's going for the lob. Ooh, Embiid finishes the lob in style.
And just a huge exclamation point on that finish. Embiid never turns down an opportunity to intimidate the opponent.
Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Lowry. Tatum against Martin. 5 to shoot. Releases. Tatum can't hit.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Good on the shot. Martin's got his first 2 points of the night.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Horford inside. Embiid's there, and Horford gets it to go.
Yeah, Horford has gotten more selective with his shooting, but he's still very efficient inside.
Coach closing in on 2 decades in the league. Al Horford continues to put in the work.
Well, Brian, that's what it takes to make sure your body is able to compete against players half your age. He's never shied away from doing all the little things on the court.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. A minute 58 left in the first half of this one. Martin against Tatum. Embiid with the nice defensive effort.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Back to Oubre. Embiid inside. Pounded by Tatum. And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And Boston with some changes. Brown, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. And it's White in for Pritchard. George, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Maxey comes in for Lowry. The free throw drops for Embiid.
They're one of the most well-rounded players in the game. Embiid is also a top-notch trash talker, too. I mean, he knows how to get under the skin of his opponents.
Now here's White. 17 points in his last outing. 13 feet out. Drained it for 2 points.
Rock-solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from you.
Oubre can't hit. Boston leading by 5. White finds Holiday. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Brown. Ooh, Brown inside. Hey, he's more than just a shooter.
That's just Jaylen Brown putting in the work in close.
Maxey on the wing. He's covered by Holiday. Maxey, that's good.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Boston. It's a 5-point game. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
Last year, this team got the better of them in the season series. So they're looking to correct that.
The 76ers have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. To the inside. Embiid muscles through the contact.
2 strong points from Embiid. His MO is to own the painted area.
Outside, Brown. Here's the 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Boston out in front. They're up by 3. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks so much, Kristaps. You guys hold the lead. How do you evaluate your team's play in this first half?
I think we played pretty well. Defensively, we were helping each other. We were there in the right spots. Just the last couple of minutes of this second quarter, we got to let them get to the basket and get in our paint and score easy buckets.
Back to you.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
And for that matchup with the Pacers, they've had the better season, but this game feels close.
More than a few analysts have predicted an upset here. I'm going the other way. I think they take care of business. And as we review this first half for the Celtics, still anybody's game.
Even before the game started, you could feel the energy in this arena, man. They fed off that. Big-time home court advantage here.
Some of the loudest fans in this league. It's like having a sixth man on the floor. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, you look at Joel Embiid. He's playing really well right now.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
'76ers trail by 3. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. The two Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Now here's George. Outside Maxey for the tie. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. George against Brown. Here's Yabusele. Outside Oubre. And stolen by Porzingis. And here they come. Here's Tatum. Hey, strong move, Tatum.
Yeah, there's that added strength of Tatum really helping him down low.
Philadelphia shooting 47% in this one. Looking efficient. Holiday against Maxey. Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
Oh, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
Free throw's good from Maxey. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Both free throws good from Maxey.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
Now here's Holiday. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. Tatum from long range. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Tatum's got 10 points in the game.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Attention fans now on the court. It's your high squad. Get loud and roll the appearance. It's time for Pacers.
December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. Taking a look at the Celtics, what a season thus far for them. Second place in the conference. And of course, there's Philadelphia. Well, they haven't had the season they wanted so far.
You know, for the Celtics, I think they're the team you dread having to play. I mean, they've been performing at just about their best in every game so far this season.
Well, if you're able to strike fear into your opponent before even stepping on the floor, you're doing something right.
Embiid. Boston pulls it in. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds in the game. White finds Holiday. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Yabusele. Pass to Embiid. Just 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. Oh, look at the range. Joel is good for 3.
Flat out dominant. Joel Embiid having his way tonight.
Outside Tatum. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Well, when this game is over and done with, they'll be off to Utah to take on the Jazz. And their road tour has only begun. That'll be game 2 of 6. Now here's Maxey. An important scorer for this team, averaging around 25.5 a game. Goes up on the wing. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday.
Under heavy duress, that's a low percentage shot. Gotta find something better than that.
Pass to White. Tatum with it. The 3. Jason Tatum. He's a sharpshooter. And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
Yeah, so tough. I mean, guys, I feel bad for him and the whole team. I hope it's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured teammate.
Al Horford's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the 3rd quarter. Pass to George. Now Embiid. Embiid through contact.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
Outside Tatum. Driving to the basket. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Celtics. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back after this word. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th. Caleb Martin out there with Kenyon Martin. Then there's Eric Gordon. Then it's Kyle Lowry. And it's Embiid in at the 5 spot.
Well, this offense is much more effective when Tatum is making the extra pass and setting up his teammates.
Lowry Lowry outside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Lowry's gotten his first points in this one.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Here's Hauser. From downtown. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Lowry, right side. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Misses from short range. Here's Hauser. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
One other thing they've done very well has been scoring inside, just pounding and grinding down there.
And he makes a first. Some changes for Boston. Brown, he's checked in for Horford. White comes in for Springer. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Pritchard. And that's good as he hits both shots. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Making a switch here. Horford's checked in. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He said to them, "You guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now."
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And Maxi's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 9. Tries it from 16. Embiid misses. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Tatum from long range. The rebound by Maxey. The 76ers have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Back to George. There's a screen to the right side. Here's Embiid. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Embiid with the block. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Philadelphia, Paul George. The line for 1.
What's up?
free throw is off from George.
And you got to give Paul George credit for his mental toughness. There's always lots of chatter out there, but he tunes it out and just focuses on his game.
Holiday against George. Back to Tatum. Clock at 6. Shoots over Embiid. And Embiid with the block. George passes to Oubre. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Embiid. Out to Oubre. There's the 3. The rebound, Celtics. Tatum's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Tatum with a screen. White for 3. Boston, no good that time either.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Oh, commanding the ball in big spots. Maxey is so fearless.
A nice shot by Tatum.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Embiid misses.
Wow, missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Pass to Tatum. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 9-point Celtic lead.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
Substitution on the court.
So we see Boston get the win here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Jason, with you guys being such a young team, how do you continue to improve to reach your potential?
We got to watch film. I mean, we did a lot of good things today. There's a lot of things we could have done better. And we just got to be focused, composed, play with a lot of poise, and we'll be fine.
Poise normally comes with experience, but because you're so young, you're finding it early. Congrats.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And we present the player of the game, Jason Tatum.